land at all costs. He said, and I would take that seriously, he said, because he said you have a family. And he even came out and he gave us back the money that we paid him to, you know, to help us get this permission. And he said, let it go. We obviously had to think that, you know, yes, we do have family. You know, we still had the boys. And we decided that the safest thing was to sell up. So we did. We thought we were selling the farm. We actually sold it about 4 or 5 times, and each time the sale fell through. And eventually we thought we were selling it to 2 sisters who were going to keep their horses there. But then when it had all gone through, our solicitor rang us and he said, well, I said, this isn't the name that I've got on the contract. He said, it's something to do with the MOD. And at that point we said, we don't care. Just sell it. Just, you know, get what you can. We've had enough. So he did. And I would mention that a couple of years ago, Jason took his wife. You know, he wanted her to see the farm where, you know, where he'd spent a lot of his years. And he started walking along the trackway with her, and a white Land Rover came down the track and stopped, and this guy jumped out, and he said, where are you going? And Jason said, well, he said, I wanted to show my wife. He said, because he said, we used to live on, you know, small holding up there. And the guy said, oh, you're Jason Andrews. And Jason said, yes, how do you know me? And he said, oh, okay. He said, oh, he didn't answer. He just said, okay. He said, I'll see if I can get you permission. He thought, permission? And he got onto radio in the Land Rover. The other guy was still sitting in there, and he came back and he said, oh, they said that you can go and have a look. He said, but you can't go on there. He said, and I've got to go with you. And Jason said this guy accompanied them all the way to the farm. He said, we looked over the gate. He said there was no buildings, there was nothing. He said all that could be seen was a small brick-built building. And he said, and when I said to the guy, what's that? He said, the guy said, well, it's a stable. And Jason said, well, I'm not that stupid. He said, it's too small for a stable. He said, what is it? And the guy said, well, that's not for you to know. He said, I think it's time for you to go now. And he accompanied them all the way back down to the bottom of the track. So I think if I leave it there for the first half, and then when I come back, I'll, if you want to hear any more, I'll go on from there.